What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Itsumi Seppi. Ohayo gozaimasu. Today, let's talk about Supervive. But first, coffee. So, what is Supervive? According to the website theorycraftgames.com, Supervive is a neon-apocalyptic hero battle royale open in late 2024 for beta. You can drop into this improvisational action sandbox where strategic, explosive shootouts meet a new era of storm chasing hunters. You can become the hype squad and make your presence felt. The only way to get into the game at the moment is through watching streamers, and as you watch, you receive higher likelihood of obtaining a key that lets you participate in playtests, and you might even get them from the chat, as various creators are given keys to give away in their chat or to their friends. So this is how you can participate in the Battle Royale. I managed to get one from a popular creator, Waydil, and I was watching his stream. After he had won a game, he dropped a code, and I got the fastest hands in the West, so I grabbed that code, redeemed it on the website where you build your account and create your account, and was able to gain access to the game. And I played it for the very first time yesterday during the play tests. Now they're running play tests from the 28th of June all the way through the 5th of July. Each area from the EU to NA has a specific time window in which the game opens up for queues, and I was able to catch about 2, almost 3 hours worth of gameplay yesterday. And so let's talk a little bit about what it is that we have when we're playing this game. So when you first log in, you're going to be greeted by this screen. You have all of your profile information on the top right hand side, finding match and queuing up for different types of match like squads, which is for 4, duos, arena, practice, and a custom game on the left. And let's take a look at the hunters. We basically have a split between fighters, protectors, and controllers. Now, protectors is your traditional support role. I was playing Illuna most of yesterday. I think controllers are somewhat of a hybrid between protector and fighter. They're a bit more about just impacting where the enemy is as opposed to protecting your enemy. This is just to zone enemies, or essentially make enemies displace them through the toolkit that's provided by Celestine Void. And then you've got your fighters like Brawl, you've got Felix, you've got Jewel, and Kingpin. Now, the game is a cross between Overwatch, League of Legends, Battle.Right, and PUBG, essentially, or Fortnite. There are some similarities with the characters in League of Legends or Overwatch. So, for example, Kingpin reminds me of Blitzcrank because he does have the Kaiju Grasp, extending the arm and pulling the first enemy hit. But he also kind of gives me Roadhog vibes. Whereas we've got Myth, seemingly it's kind of like as if it was an Ashe and Varus combo. We've got also Illuna giving us a little bit of Soraka vibes. Celeste is a mix between a Nivea and possibly Nunu almost. She kind of gives Nunu vibes. So all of these champions, when you play them, you're going to have a feeling as if you've played them before, but they're really well refined, in my opinion. So the map can be pretty large, and initially I did not know where I could find mobs. Now if you take a look at every single purple dot on the map, that is where you can find the NPCs so that you can level up, which we missed when we first started playing. We were running around aimlessly trying to find them. and this is what it looks like when you drop in. I want to highlight what we're dropping into here, which is a base that you and your team can capture. You can recall to this base, and here you can repair, you can cook your berries into potions that heal you more, or you can pack it up and move it. Here we have a UAV, which I highly recommend you using because the UAV is going to allow for you to see enemy positions and just head over and make it just simpler for you to be able to get in combat sooner. Now, if you see a train track and it's glowing purple, be careful. This is an excellent way to get around the map. However, if you happen to find yourself running away from the storm barrier like we are here, and the train track is glowing purple, you do not get out of the way quick enough. Even if you attempt to jump over the train, you're going to get run over and you are going to get splattered. So if the train tracks are glowing purple, get out the way. This is a beacon that any one of the team members that's surviving can stand over, and once you finish fully charging it, it actually reses your entire team back, as opposed to having to go to their coffins, a treasure chest, or pick up their wisps. This can be a way that if one of you guys can get away, you can work your way towards the W, recovering your entire team. This is a little puzzle that you can solve, short-circuiting the wall so that you can go in and grab loot that your team can distribute amongst yourselves. Usually you'll find affixes in here, or increased shields. Sometimes you'll even find some consumables that are pretty good, so those are fun. And you can also see that there'll be runes on the ground. If you step over them, you're going to summon world bosses. World bosses also drop some affixes that would change the way that you play. This particular boss dropping a berry eating affix, so that as soon as you walk over the bushes, normally you would have to engage with the bush and pause and press F in order to consume the berries. With the berry eater affix, you just walk over the bush, and it's very similar to when you walk over League of Legends health nodes. Once you click on the tree, same thing here, you'd be able to just eat those berries and recover your health. You do want to be mindful where it is that you drop, and if you see that you're dropping with another team, you have a very limited time window to pick the proper ability so that as soon as you hit the ground, you're going. I did not get the heal here, and that was a flaw because unfortunately it led to our loss. The way that we focus on movements in the game, obviously you're moving with WASD, you jump by pressing space, you glide by pressing and holding the space bar. Your consumables are 1 through 6. You can take a look at your ability overlay with F1. You can ping with your middle mouse button, and as long as you stand on your ally wisp, you can revive your teammate, or you can press F to interact with their dropped loot box to try and res them manually. To recap, game summary. Defeat enemies. Your squad will drop onto the map to kill monsters and pursue objectives. Doing so will get you levels, rare powers, and equipment which you will use to defeat the enemy teams. You want to revive any allies that have been knocked into wisp by standing on them. Revive your whole team by finding a resurrection beacon on the map. You want to win. Be the last team standing as the play space grows smaller due to an encroaching deadly storm. When it comes to combat models and controls, WASD movement, it plays like a top-down hero shooter with aim-based projectiles. Gliding, you want to press space to jump, and you can press and hold space while in midair to glide, allowing you to traverse the abyss safely or move quickly over land. Spiking, if you are hit while gliding though, you will be spiked, where your hunter will be stunned and smashed into the ground, or into the abyss, which will result in your death. And finally, your attacks and abilities. To kill enemy players, down them by using your abilities and primary attacks, then finish them by standing on their wisp. Recommended starting hunters. If you use Shrike, you can use a long-range sniper, and trust me, she does big damage. Felix, a mobile, flamethrowing wielding pyromaniac. I think beginner friendly. Kingpin, a shotgun wielding bruiser. Eluna, a mobile lunar priestess that specializes in support, my personal favorite. And Celeste, a space-controlling, ice-skating ballerina. That wall is ridiculous. Finally, power up. Equipment. Monsters drop equipment which grant stats. Equipment can be upgraded by picking up duplicates and/or power shards. Powers. Break open vaults to find rare and unique powers or loot them from other players. armor. You want to explore the map to find different types of armor. You have your consumables, which the main consumable is food. Finally, base camps. Find and capture a base camp, which acts as a temporary base of operations for your team. Thanks for watching. My name is Itsumi Seppi. Subscribe for more as we'll continue covering Supervive. See you later.